In our previous slide, we have discussed patterns of biodiversity, and under that we have discussed latitudinal gradients. Now we will discuss another part of patterns of biodiversity, that is species area relationship. What is that? If the area gets increased, then the species richness or the species diversity is also going to get increased, but only up to a certain limit. Let me take an example. If we consider only our school and the nearby area, then we find the variety of organisms and the plants are less. But if we compare the entire Haldia, then the variety of plants and the variety of animals, insects, cow, buffalo, and the pond region where the aquatic organisms are also present. So we find that the species richness gets increased. That means if we consider colony, city and the state, we find colony species diversity or the species richness is least, then there will be city, and then the species richness will be higher in the state. But if we consider if the number of states increases, then what will happen? The species richness or the diversity is also going to increase, because various types of ecosystem, the area is going to be included: forest, desert, then the grassland, estuary, all that ecosystems are going to be included. So the species richness will also increase. But after that, if we keep on increasing the number of states, then the species richness or the species diversity will not increase. Why? Because there will be the repetition of these ecosystems. Regarding these, German naturalist and the geographer Alexander von Humboldt observed that within a region, species richness increased with the increasing explored area, but only up to a limit. So if we graphically plot area along the x-axis and the species richness or the species diversity along the y-axis, we find that with the increased area, species richness gets increased and up to a certain limit. So ultimately we get rectangular hyperbola. But if the same data is used for considering the logarithmic scale, we find a straight line, and the equation becomes log S equals to log C plus Z log A, where S represents species richness, A represents area, Z represents slope of line, that is regression coefficient, and the C represents y-intercept. Here the Z, the slope of line, is very important. The steepness of the line is very important. If the slope is steeper, then it represents more species richness, higher species richness, because considering a small area, the number of variety of the species gets increased. But if the Z line is less steeper, then it reflects less species richness. In our slide, less species richness is represented by green line, and more species richness is represented by orange line.